Good morning and happy Friday! Applause, applause, applause. It's been a little while, but we are back and haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. We are hanging out with Matt Ashley. Welcome to our Fox 11 Los Angeles Hangout on Air here. We try to do it every Friday because we get to hang out with Matt. Of course, we talk movies. Matt is the big kahuna, the head over at RottenTomatoes.com, where we all go for our movie reviews, of course. And today, Matt, I think I told you earlier in here.
Yes.
Michael Rooker from the Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie, as well as Walking Dead, is going to be coming in us. We'll talk about the new film that he's in, and also we're joined by Michael. Michael, okay. Thank you for muting yourself. Michael is joining us. By the way, if you have not tuned in before, you should really subscribe to our channel, like us on Google Plus, and send me a message if you want to be in the hangout itself. Like our friend Ayub, who's hanging out with us from England this morning. Hector is in the Inland Empire.
Good morning.
So is John out there in Riverside, and Michael is right outside of Atlanta. Or where are you again in Georgia, Michael? I can't remember now.
I'm in Augusta, Georgia. It's like 2 hours from Atlanta.
2 hours from Atlanta, okay, right outside of Atlanta. And for those of you watching on air, if you're just joining us, make sure you like our page and subscribe to our channel, of course. All right, so we are going to start by talking movies. Tony McEwing lumbering back to his desk. Lumbering, relaxed there for a little bit before he has to go back on the air. This is kind of a behind-the-scenes look at what we do every day here in the newsroom. So, Matt, actually, movies today and this weekend. There's a bunch of stingers, actually. I'm kind of disappointed. There aren't that many to choose from.
Oh, there's plenty of stinkers to choose from.
Well, many good ones to choose from. There's plenty of stinkers.
Yes.
You're right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You said something on the air that I didn't realize. This is the fifth.
It's big.
This is the number 5 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I guess because my older son has grown up and he grew up with the Turtles.
I did as a kid.
Chapter, yeah.
So Matt, big now.
So Matt, what I'm hearing from your mere mention of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is Michael Bay has destroyed it.
Yeah, basically.
Did you see it, John?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it. Oh, John saw it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean
the first 3 from the 90s, which was in memory of Jim Henson, who was a costume designer. Those were a bit awesome.
that first one of that trilogy is okay. Then there's the animated one from a few years back.
2007. I have the DVD.
This one is produced by Michael Bay. It's directed by Jonathan Liebesman, who did Battle Los Angeles. Liebesman is not a director that critics particularly like that much. This one, there's not been any fresh Turtle movies. Liebesman doesn't have any movies that are fresh. Michael Bay has never produced anything that the critics like. The only movie that he directed that the critics at all were forgiving of, Rock. So you've kind of got 3 strikes going into this. And of course, the critics don't like this one. It's only like 20% right now.
Oh yeah, here, look, because it's right here.
Yeah, it's. I saw this movie and I found it boring. Which, good, bad, whatever. This movie's boring.
I looked at the trailer and it just, like, the turtles didn't look good to me.
Well, that's part of the problem.
They didn't look like I wanted to like them, at all.
Right. There's nothing that makes them. There's nothing about them being. I mean, these could be Transformers. These could be almost anything else. It doesn't matter where they came from or what they do. For all the faults that those first 3 films have, they at least have fun with them as Ninja Turtles. And they're they're kind of goofy. This one, it kind of starts to take itself seriously, and it doesn't, and then goes back to it. This movie's. It's unfortunate because you've got William Fichtner in this, who is great.
Oh, really?
Will Fichtner.
Yeah, but it's not a good.
What I read was, and a real quick pivot before we move on to the next movie, I was reading this one critic talking about how Megan Fox is in this, and it's a Michael Bay movie, because they had a falling out after Transformers, so I guess they made up, but one critic was saying, well, not really, because it seems like Michael Bay really wanted to make sure that she was horrible in this movie, because because you didn't buy her as a reporter, and she really was belittled as just the, as just a female pretty thing in the movie. Didn't really do much.
But she's Lady Earl O'Neill in this movie.
Is that true?
I don't know that I agree with that. She actually is more. She's actually also the star and hero of this movie.
Oh, really?
She's, this reporter that wants to be like the investigative reporter. They've got her doing like fluff pieces.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be the investigative reporter, and she's smart and she's talented in this film. They don't do too much to make her. She's not just
like
eye candy.
Right.
I mean,
right.
yes, there is one shot where she's bent over out of a window and they make a big deal about her behind, but
Okay.
apart from that, this is actually one of the more intelligent characters she's ever played.
Really? Okay.
So clearly they have made up here, but the movie.
Okay.
So.
Bottom line,
Capacity.
it's rotten on the RottenTomatoes.com website.
Yeah.
So what's the percentage on that movie, Matt?
20%.
20%? All right. I'll take your word for it.
Not terrible.
Lowest tomato.
No, not the lowest, but yeah, not so good. Okay, so we move on. This is the movie that I would like to see out of all the movies that are out there. First of all, I'm a big fan of anything food-related movies. So this is called
I'm a big fan of food.
I'm a big fan of food as well. The 100-Foot Journey, and
Yeah.
this stars Helen Mirren and Puri.
Yeah.
And it looks really smart and intelligent, and it has Indian food in it, and
Yeah, so this is it's based on a book. It's produced by Oprah Winfrey and Steven Spielberg. Directed by Laura Hallstrom, who brought us Chocolat.
I actually like
And this
that
is
movie.
a very similar story in that you've got this ethnic group that moves to a small town in France and kind of upsets everybody. In this case, it's an Indian family that moves to France and opens up
Next door.
opens up their own Indian food restaurant right across the street from the
Michelin.
very classic French restaurant that's earned a Michelin star, and it's run by this ice queen played by Helen Mirren, and so of course they butt heads, and it kind of becomes oh, you got your Indian food and my French food. Oh, you got your French food and my Indian food. Two great tastes that taste great.
Not a good.
Nobody's gonna get that.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, I actually kind of liked this movie.
I think I will
It's
like
flawed.
it.
It's got some problems. The best way I could sum up what the problem with this movie is, it goes on too long, and no movie needs a fourth act. Things kind of get resolved, and then it goes on for another 30 or 40 minutes, and the rhythm of it is really weird. But what it gets right is things like the cooking and the cooking experience, and the chemistry between the four main characters is really good. Helen Mirren and Puri, who is a kind of legendary Indian actor. If you don't know who he is, he's Ayub's nodding his head.
Well, he was in.
He was in the second Raiders movie, wasn't he?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, really?
Yes,
Was
among
he
other
in
things.
He was the bad guy.
Slumdog Millionaire?
Um,
Slumdog Millionaire? No.
He's one of the bad guys.
Yeah.
He didn't play the thuggy guy, though, did he?
No.
Oh,
no.
later.
Right. Anyway, he and Helen Mirren have fantastic chemistry. It's like he's absolutely equal to working opposite her, which is no surprise. I mean, the guy's been doing movies for decades. But they're really good together, and I kind of want to see another movie about that stars the two of them, because I think they work so well together. And then the guy that plays his son, Manish Dayal, is also really good.
He was in
And there's
Comedy.
yeah. Then there's a French-Canadian actress, Charlotte Lebon, who plays opposite Manish Dayal, and they also have really good chemistry. So the chemistry between the leads and kind of just the appeal of the way it's shot, there's a lot of stuff that helps this movie kind of overcome its faults to me. The critics are split on it. It's 58% right now, which is rotten, but it might actually make it into fresh territory. But I thought this movie's kind of cute. I think ultimately it's one of those movies that you don't come away with thinking, well, I'm not sad that I saw it. It could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot tighter. but I think you'll like it.
Okay. I personally love movies that have cooking and.
I will say you come out of this and you definitely want to go get some tiki masala.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Some of the other stickers that are out there include Step Up.
Step Up all in.
Not all.
Yeah, 44% on the tomato meter.
Yeah. Into the Storm. This is a documentary.
No, well, it's found footage disaster movie. It's a disaster. Yes.
Since I understand you were last week on the set, and I understand because there was no hangout last week because Maria was under the weather, we wanted to get your results on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, we're going to talk about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. In the Storm.
You're telling me that on the chat box.
Yeah, Into the Storm is pretty bad. It's 19%, so that's majorly rotten.
Yeah.
So don't waste your until it comes on like Netflix or whatever. I'll probably watch it on demand. Just for the graphics.
Yeah, the critics are saying, some of the critics have said this tornado movie would be better with sharks in it.
Sharknado.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, one critic said it's like Sharknado without the jokes.
Oh no, that was really bad.
Yeah.
God. Okay, well that got the lowest 19%.
But there's a new movie in limited release. It's in LA and New York. Everybody else is going to have to hunt to find it. It's called What If?
Right.
Daniel Radcliffe and Zoe Kazan, and it's a romantic comedy where you've kind of seen romantic comedy before. The story is relatively clear. He plays a guy who has this best friend who's living with a boyfriend, and then he realizes he's in love with her and they should be together. And we've seen this story a million times, but the chemistry between them is really good, and the dialogue's really sharp, and that kind of makes it a cut above.
Okay.
So that's worth seeing if you can find it.
What If with Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we were not here last week, like you said, Hector. We're also going to be hanging out with Michael Rooker from Guardians of the Galaxy. Good movie.
Great movie. Not just a good movie.
Great movie. But got 92%. 92%. That's huge. I mean, another kind of a comic book superhero.
It's awesome. It's
movie.
Really, believe the hype. If you've not seen it, believe the hype.
I agree.
Jumped on that.
You saw it?
Yeah, I actually went and saw it yesterday. It's fantastic. It's just pure brilliance.
Do you
really good time.
Do you need to know about Yadu and all those other characters without?
No. In fact, this is more of a sci-fi action movie. It's not really a comic book movie.
Okay.
It's not a superhero thing. It's kind of.
Characters.
Well, and it's kind of tangentially related to some of the stuff that's been going on in the Marvel movies, but you can come into the cold having not seen any of the rest of them.
Okay. Now Lisa saw it with her. Lisa did see it with her kids and a 9-year-old, so she regretted it after. Really appropriate for under 13, probably.
I think my 10-year-old loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think the kids loved it, but
there's a little bit of language.
Right? Not so bad. Okay.
I think it's the same for PG-13 Turtles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, I think it's relatively tame. I mean, yes, there are people getting killed. Yes, there's language. So it's not for little kids.
But yeah, I mean, my 9-year-old had no problem with it, and it was. I mean, yeah, there were a couple of bits where I was like, dude. After the movie, I told him, dude, there are a couple of words in there that you're not supposed to say.
Right.
But apart from that, there was nothing that really scared him or anything like that. He loved every minute.
It's one of those things that depends on the kid, right? Like, some kids will be able to handle it, some kids won't be able to. There are, I think, actually, again, Ninja Turtles is less kid-friendly, which is unfortunate because Ninja Turtles is supposed to be kid-friendly. But Guardians, I think, again, I wouldn't say that this is something to bring first graders to.
Okay, yeah.
6 or 7
I mean,
is probably too young.
It's PG-13, so
but
yeah.
It's
Okay. What was I gonna say? Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, so Zoe Saldana's in it again, and she's had to paint. I mean, at first I thought that I was watching Avatar. It's almost the same color paint. No.
No. Well, this was green. Avatar, she's blue. Well, she's not painted. Like that's all CG in Avatar.
No, right. But
yeah, this is right.
Still painted.
Right.
It reminded me a little bit. I did not see the movie. I only saw the trailer, but it kind of reminded me of Fifth Element a little bit. Is it? Am I off base?
Yeah, I think Fifth Element's a different thing. I mean, I'd say the tone of like a sci-fi action comedy would be similar. But this story is a little bit more straightforward.
Okay.
And this one is more sardonic. This one is more like these guys, they all come together and they all kind of hate each other, and then they all kind of learn to get along. But they're all a bunch of wiseness.
So
whereas Fifth Element is just bananas, right? I
love Fifth Element. It's one of my ultimate favorite movies.
So on our business cards at Rotten Tomatoes, we have our 5 favorite films in the back. One of them online is I love that movie.
Me too. We talked about this last time, And what's his name? Chris
Tucker, who sees that movie and never gives it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Although Matt, one observation I had was Vin Diesel. I thought this was his best role ever.
He ain't got one line in it.
Oh, come on, better than the Iron Giant.
Yes.
Why do they put his name as if he's like one of the stars? What's happening?
He is one of the stars.
Well, I know, but do you see him? Yeah, exactly.
You may not see him, but it's his voice, and he's put more expression into his voice in this movie than he has in any other movie before.
I want to see the script that he and James Gunn had that had paragraphs of dialogue for each time. Apparently, they had this whole script that they worked out that just had all of this stuff in it, that all of the emotion he was trying to convey. And James Gunn has said in interviews that he would do, 90 readings for each particular instant. Like, he's saying it in response to this character, he's going to do it 70 or 80 times.
I am Groot.
He said it in so many different ways, and it was brilliant. I mean, the CGI gave Groot's face a lot more expression than Vin Diesel can usually manage as well. So I think he did a brilliant job with it from a voice acting point of view.
To give him his due, I think that Vin Diesel is capable of acting when he wants to. And I would say the movie to watch is called Find Me Guilty.
Never heard
which is a movie he did with Sidney Lumet. It's one of Lumet's last movies. It's this kind of gangster trial story, and he's great in that. It's this funny, goofy kind of movie about a guy who decides he's going to take the fall for this RICO case and says, "Yeah, find me guilty. Like I'll take the hit for this." It's worth seeing because he's pretty good.
Look at all of these stars that are in it. That's crazy.
But the other thing, Matt, is if Bradley Cooper had appeared looking like himself in that movie and delivered the lines the way he did, I think everyone would have said he was overacting and it was a bad performance.
Yeah,
but putting him into a raccoon.
No, I think Bradley Cooper does a great VO performance in that.
Fantastic.
I think he could have easily phoned that in, but he really helps make that character come alive. It's those characters are great. They've done a great job with that movie.
I feel like just from the trailers, like his mannerisms, that he was doing them.
And I'm not saying this just because he's coming in, but Rooker's character Yondu, Rooker comes in and hits it out of the park. And character like that moment with the arrow and all those soldiers.
Yeah, that was priceless. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen the movie, and I have a question. Is there a surprise ending?
Yes.
No.
Yes, there is.
There's no surprise ending.
Yeah, stay through the credits.
Have you seen it?
Hi, Kim.
I've seen it.
Good morning.
No, I've not seen it. Good morning, Kim. No, I have not.
Steve, why are you giving me a hard time, Maria? You haven't seen me ever in a day.
Because Tony's not here to give you a hard time. He's over there on the clip. What was I going to say? Even Stan Lee makes a cameo in it. Yes?
Yes.
I'm
not going to tell you what.
All right.
You'll have to go and watch it, Maria. You will love it. I guarantee.
All right. Well, it looks fun. If you
It's
guys
great.
have questions for Michael Rooker, by the way, if you're watching online, can you put it in the comments box or in the
Q&A.
box? The Q&A boxes below, and I will get to Michael Rooker. If you had a question for Michael, what would you ask him?
Why is he so awesome?
Why is he so awesome? Why does he?
I have a good question for him when he gets here.
I have a
had-
question for him
I
as
had
well.
said that when they offered him
Are we
this
getting a
role.
sequel to Henry, Portrait of the Serial Killer?
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
He's amazing in that.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, Matt, the other movie I watched this weekend was How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Oh,
I like that movie.
you like that?
I thought that was fantastic. I thought it was. It's like the characters grew up, the storytelling grew up, everything grew up.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's great. That's a really good one. Yeah, Maria ran off to go do work.
Weather segment.
Okay, so we're left with Matt again. It's been a
Yeah.
while since
Well,
we've been
Tony, you could come over as well now. Tony, come say hi.
Wait. You're telling me Tony is there and he has not come over since he's heard.
Well, it was a bit busy. Maria was sitting there. You don't give Tony a hard time.
It's
Tony's
a
working
blog,
hard today.
Oh, are you? Please.
Tony's working hard today. Tony's overworked at the moment, so please don't give Tony a hard time.
Tony, we
We
can't.
love Tony.
Yeah, Tony had a great time this past week. He rid the roller coaster for the very last time. It will be closing down in Six Flags.
Colossus.
Hello. Yep.
Oh, bummer.
They're running it backwards.
No. No. Although I've done that. So, hey everybody.
Hello, Tony.
Dude,
Everybody know-
Hey,
How sharp he looks today.
Oh,
Tony always looks sharp.
He always looks sharp. Tony looks awesome.
yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Kim, you
look
can
up the
join in,
dictionary.
Kim. Kim, you may join in now and confirm.
Confirm what?
Oh my God.
What am I confirming? There's something
Sharp.
confirm.
Confirming that Tony looks awesome today.
Give me Tony.
So I have a question. Because I haven't, and I don't know if you guys have discussed this. I've not seen Hercules. Did you see it?
I did not.
I did.
Who saw it? Who said I?
John.
It was
John,
good.
what'd you think, John?
It was good. They got to the realness of the Hercules and realness of the Bible.
But here's my question: is it just? And don't get me wrong, I love Dwayne Johnson. Love him. But is it just Dwayne Johnson being Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah,
Like 2 hours in going, Hercules.
that
That would be awesome.
I would. So other than
Yeah, I didn't see Hercules. I was on vacation.
so other than Guardians of the Galaxy, which I've not seen, and Get On Up, which I've not seen yet. 100, what is it? 100-foot walk or whatever. What is it?
100-foot journey. Yeah, it's all right.
It's okay.
It's okay.
See, I love Helen Mirren. That's the thing.
She's good.
What is that Into the Storm movie
That's not
that's coming
a
out today?
ringing endorsement.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you're talking about movies that you haven't seen yet,
Yeah.
okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy, Get On Up. Have you seen Snowpiercer yet?
Yeah, I love that.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a good one. Which you are,
Snowpiercer is great.
I
I
would
agree.
put Get On Up and Guardians higher up on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And wait till Hercules comes out on.
Boyhood, if you haven't seen that.
I've heard a lot about Boyhood.
yeah, that's my sequel, Hercules.
Have you seen it?
I have not seen it yet.
Because here's the
Just see
thing.
it, but-
Here's what I wonder about Boyhood. And it's the trap I want to be lured into.
You're worried about it being overhyped.
Yes. Yes, because it's something that you know hasn't been done before. Sort of.
Well, it has been done.
But not
right.
like that.
Well, but it has.
It has.
Yeah,
When? On what?
The Michael Apted's Up series, the 56 Up and
Oh,
42
okay.
Up, like
Okay.
every 7 years he checks in with the same. So he's been making this documentary series for at this point 30 or 40
But has it
years.
been done like this? You know,
Not within the same film, but
Right.
we are. If you watch the Up series, if you
Yeah.
binge that whole series, you are watching real people
Right.
grow up
In real time.
in real time. So, you know, it's more than the gimmick. everybody says that it's more than the gimmick of shooting a little bit with this kid.
Right.
It goes from 10 to 20.
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about.
It's more than that. All of the reviews, I'm going to go try and see it this week. All of the reviews say that this movie, the impression I get is that this would work if you were putting makeup on. But it's not about the gimmick of watching him grow. It's more about the story. Like, that just happens to be one facet of it.
But did anyone? Why this kid?
I don't. You know, that's the thing. Linklater's been doing. Linklater has. It makes sense if you look at Linklater's other work that he did with Before Midnight and Before Sunrise and Before Sunset. Like, those are two characters that he checks in with 7 or 8 years, and uses in cast. So it's kind of a logical progression that he would go to Boyhood.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, again, it's more than the gimmick of checking in with the kid every year.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You know, because there's so many things about this that could go wrong, if you ask me. You pick a kid. How do you know this 5-year-old kid is going to have a story worth telling?
Right. Well, it's not a documentary. That's the thing. It's scripted.
Yeah.
It's a story.
So it's a,
yeah, it's not a doc.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
Okay, that's a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not a doc about the kid growing up. It's a movie. You just have to cast somebody that was at that age.
And it took 13 years to make the movie.
Yeah, because he wanted
to. That's kind of weird to me. I mean, not in a bad way necessarily. I'm just saying.
A question for you, Matt.
Yes.
Do you ever review TV shows? I can't remember if I asked you that one before.
We do. Yes, we do. There are reviews for TV shows on Rotten Tomatoes right now. The score is very high for Nick, which is the new show with Clive Owen and directed by Steven Sonnenberg. Showtime.
Okay, the audio is spotty, so can you repeat the names of the shows?
The Nick with Clive Owen. It's on Showtime.
Okay.
It's about a doctor in New York, like the beginning of modern medicine.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about Extant?
What about Extant? I don't know what the score is for that off the top of my head.
I've heard people ranting and raving about it. Is it?
Let me see. We can look it up on Rotten Tomatoes.
Halle Berry's been in space for 10 months and she comes back pregnant. Like, she's been in space by herself. And what?
No, you haven't seen it.
The first episode. I saw the first episode.
So,
the second episode, I fell asleep. So,
yeah.
See.
Okay. You want to?
It's got a pretty good rating, Tim.
But it has Halle Berry in it.
So, Exit is 83%.
Ayub and I have been watching it. Ayub and I have been watching it, and I'm liking it so far.
I'm liking it. It does get exciting, and that is a good thing.
Kia, long time no see.
The critics like it. It's an 83%.
Hi.
Which movie?
No, Exit, the TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black. I finished it all.
Oh, yeah, what'd you think?
Oh, I need to go back and do that.
Huh?
Did you finish Orphan Black?
No, I'm going to get started on Orphan Black. That's next. Can I find that on Netflix?
Probably.
Yeah, Orphan
Yeah.
Black. Okay.
I don't know if does it have the whole season already on Netflix.
Imagine. I would imagine. I was trying to go. I'm sorry. I was trying to see if I could get Michael Rooker to come join before, but I couldn't find anyone like Anthony or anybody to go get him because we can't hang out with him anyway. He is in the next block, which means we'll get him after his interview on the set.
Oh.
Just so you know, Maria, the
Yes?
audio is patchy, spotty.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Breaking up.
Is it breaking up now?
Yes. Video is too.
Oh, it's not breaking up on our end. Is it breaking up for everybody?
The video is
It's
fine
the
over here.
audio.
There's the occasional
Little bit.
audio dropout, but yeah.
Looks fine to me.
Oh, well, I don't know what to do about that. I'm sorry. I
Just
can,
want to give you a heads up, just in case we don't respond immediately. We, if you ask a question.
okay. All right. Let's see. What was I going to say?
What time are you getting Michael Rooker?
Oh, so we'll get him probably after his interview on the set, which would mean we'll probably get him by 5, 10, 15, maybe about 15 minutes. What else? What else? Oh, Andrew, how friendly are? Didn't we hang out with Norman Reedus? Anyway, he's asking how friendly he was with Norman Reedus. I think they were all pretty good, like friends, weren't they? They all hung out. It seemed like that. He had said, Michael Rooker, in an interview, that he almost, well, I think he refused Yondu because it was going to conflict with Walking Dead. But then he found out he was going to be dead. So then,
Spoiler.
For Walking Dead, and so then he ended up being able to take part in Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's see if there are any more questions. Hi, Marie, can I get a hang of Charles? I sent you an invite. I did, buddy. I sent you an invite. Okay, what else? How have you guys been? I haven't hung out with you for weeks, like 2 weeks at least. Right?
Yeah.
We did a quick one on Tuesday, but it was so fast. It was like really, really fast because Deanna was here.
It's by Deanna.
He was supposed to be here on Friday, wasn't he?
I think he was, but then I got sick last Friday. It was horrible. I came into here, and then I got really violently sick, and I had to go home early. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
Are you going to put him in one of your movies, too? So what are you doing the rest of the weekend?
Taking Gabe to get school uniforms.
You're such a good dad. Really, seriously. I'm so impressed by you. Yeah, it's wonderful. Not that dads aren't supposed to be good dads, but you know what I mean. Dads get a bad rap, but stepdads, you know, you're just like.
I'm a great dad. I made spaghetti sauce last week. My mom came in town, made my spaghetti sauce.
Are you guys gonna have like a kid on your own? Like.
No.
Okay.
Oh wow, that was a quick no. And then I have Okay, so you said you make great spaghetti sauce. Is it messy spaghetti sauce or is it that
Is there unmessy spaghetti sauce? I don't know.
Yes, there is the what do they call it? Oh gosh.
Like out of the jar?
Well, you have like the common folk spaghetti sauce, and then you have the
ragu.
This was what my grandfather and growing up would call tomato gravy. Not just spaghetti sauce. It was
a lot of ground beef.
It was it was meatballs. So I did meatballs. I made the sauce, and
you did?
Yeah.
Wow! I'm impressed.
You make the meatballs with breadcrumbs and Romano cheese.
Oh god, that sounds good.
Oh, yeah,
I'm really
great.
hungry now. I did not have breakfast.
The spaghetti sauce. The trick with the sauce. Next time I make a batch, I'll bring some in.
Tony, did you hear that?
What?
Next time he makes his dad's or grandpa's or dad's.
It's my grandfather.
His grandpa's spaghetti sauce. He's gonna bring us back.
So the story with this sauce is that my mom got married to my dad. My dad's mom cooked a lot too. She would make spaghetti sauce, and she would always make it faster than my mom had made it. And never understood why everybody wanted to have my mom's sauce instead of my grandmother's. And because the way my mom taught me to make it is that it's not just heating up all the ingredients. It's what you're actually doing is you're browning a layer of the sauce on the bottom of the pan and then scraping it up and mixing it in. So what you're kind of doing is like caramelizing or chafing the sauce. And so by the time you're done with it, it actually changed color because you kind of rendered it down and making it thicker. And then you make it so thick that you're gonna go add water back into it. But what you're doing is you're caramelizing and actually cooking the sauce rather than just heating. Yeah, it was
I like
good.
that. I like that. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
It does sound good.
Oh, I'm a good cook. I make some good stuff. I make jumbo.
I'm sorry, you're cracking me up. I'm not used to you talking about cooking.
What was that?
I'm not used to you talking about cooking.
Yeah,
that's a whole other subject.
Matt,
I don't cook as much as I might.
I was pointing to the monitor, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Julie had aired some early trailers of that new movie that's coming out soon about Stephen Hawking.
Oh, yeah.
Theory, or I can't remember the name of it. Have you guys seen some of the trailers about the new Stephen Hawking movie? That looks really good. I didn't know if you
I
had any
haven't seen it
early
yet, but
buzz
that
on
will
it.
be. It looks like it'll be cool.
Well, they just released some of the trailers, but you should put it up on your site, unless it already is. Let's see. Anyway, that's all I have for you.
That's all I got.
I know.
I wanted to ask a quick question. That Into the Storm movie that opens today, is it just a summer disaster movie with no storyline?
Oh, you're not here. We talked about it. Matt said it was a disaster.
No, I wasn't here.
Thumbs down.
It needs more sharks.
That's how bad it is.
Alrighty then.
More hammerhead sharks. I love the hammerhead sharks.
So the
Trailer looks boring.
critics all say that the effects of the tornadoes are amazing. That they're terrifying, and that the rest of the movie is awful. Like the
Kind of
story.
like Pompeii, right? I mean, good effects and nothing else.
Like I thought Pompeii had enough camp and enough silliness going on into it that it was kind of okay. This is a movie that seems to take itself way too seriously. Now, full disclosure, I haven't seen it, but if any of you guys have watched the interviews that we do on the site, Gray Drake, who's my podcast co-host, saw it, and she's normally a real softie on movies like that, on anything, which is why I sent her to do the interviews. She didn't like it. She didn't like it at all, and that's rare for her to not like something.
Okay. Okay. All right. You guys want to talk about Hawaii and the hurricanes?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No.
I'm still shocked by how expensive all the groceries are.
Oh, it is. It's very
Ocean dive problems.
But I mean, there's Costco, so you can get a little bit of a break on some stuff.
But my kid's hooked on sushi now.
And he said,
And he
wow,
wouldn't
how well
eat
do you see? That's great.
yeah, and
I
he
like
actually
sushi.
wants to go and get Thai food because we had really good Thai food when we were at Hawaii, and I think part of it is the nostalgia for being there. But sushi.
Aww. Can I show them?
Yeah,
How cute he is.
it's him eating
Oh,
and Sam.
So cute.
Cool.
Wow, he's like big kid eating sushi.
Yeah,
Like not even, I mean, it looks half sushi. No, this is the right thing.
Yeah. I mean he's straight up eating sushi.
Well, we have two hurricanes, if you guys don't know. Well, one's been downgraded to tropical storm, but two hurricanes were back-to-back threatening Hawaii, which is really rare. I mean, we get them close to Hawaii, but never really direct impact. The last time we had was Hurricane Iniki. That was back in 1992 on Hawaii. I think they were filming Jurassic Park.
Right.
So that was a big deal, and that killed a lot of people.
Yeah,
sadly.
there's that footage of the roof being lifted off that
Yeah,
house.
that's
right?
famous. Yeah, the famous shot. But everyone's fine. I think your friends are fine on Oahu and the Big Island. Thankfully, I think only 180,000 people that live on the Big Island. Tony, one of Tony's friends.
180,000.
185,000 for all total. For total, yeah. There's that many people on Tony's block in Hollywood, or in Los Feliz. Sorry. Matt, can you speak to Shark Week, especially alien sharks? In the ocean science world, Discovery has in the past pissed them off with megalodon, etc. But alien sharks looks awesome, both scientifically and entertainingly. Thank you for that question, Andrew.
We should live every week like a Shark Week. Shark Week is awesome. I have not seen alien sharks, but I'm sold on the title. I did like Sharknado, and we watched Ghost Shark. Did you see Ghost Shark?
No, I
You wanna
didn't.
guess what it's about?
Ghosts that are sharks.
Yep.
There's Michael Rooker. He's on the set right now, so they're teasing the movie.
That's from the movie. That's not him on set in the blue makeup, though.
Well, that right there is him in the blue makeup.
Right, but he's not on set in the blue makeup.
No, that would
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't it be awesome? Neil did put a mask. But he said he was in makeup for like hours and hours, right, each day. There he is.
We're gonna have him in here.
We are gonna have him in. Oh. We are. I'm just teasing everyone.
All right. Yeah, Shark Week. Yeah, Charles is asking about Fathom event movies. Yeah, we don't review them on the site. We've thought about it. We haven't gotten into it yet. We may at some point.
What are I'm sorry, I don't know what Fathom event movies. What are those?
They're like kind of live events that get simulcast around the world.
Oh.
So yeah, but we're not doing those at the moment. So no, not yet. But we have TV. You can check out
you are
TV.
doing TV.
Watch The Nick. The new, not The Nick at Night, although it's The Nick and it's on at night.
It's called?
It's The Nick with a K. So the name comes from the Knickerbocker Hospital, which was an early hospital.
Oh, with the crazy people?
No, that's I don't remember the name of it now. The Nick is about doctors in mid 1800s, late 1800s, and kind of like the beginning of modern medicine. It's on Showtime, directed by Steven Soderbergh. It stars Simo, and it is extremely gory. Kind of along, it's funny because I don't know if anyone has seen Penny Dreadful, but it looks like Showtime is buying Bud by the bucket. Or no, actually The Nick is on Cinemax. Yeah, it's on Cinemax. It's not on Showtime. But yeah, gory stuff on cable TV.
As there should be. As there should be. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna get set up for Michael Rooker here in just a couple minutes because he is on the set. We'll see you.
Improves every movie he's in.
He's that good, huh? That good.
He's awesome. Anyway, see you guys next week.
The stage manager just said, I just saw Michael Rooker run up the steps next to me, and I was scared. Anyway.
Right? Because maybe there's zombies behind him.
Yeah, something. What's his name again? Norman Reedus.
Norman
right?
Reedus.
Yeah. They were brothers, yeah. Monkey Dead. They brothers? No, can't remember.
I don't think they were brothers. No.
But he killed him, right?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you so much, Matt. See you
Take
next
care,
time.
Matt. Have a good one.
All right.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Matt.
So, Michael Rooker, wonder what he's working on now. Do you know?
No idea.
No?
I can probably look that up.
Yeah, well, you could ask him. I guess we could ask him, right?
I wonder if he's going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I guess he will be, but...
There's already 2?
Well, they did say at the end that Guardians of the Galaxy will return. So, I'm sure there's going to be a 2. And frankly, if there wasn't going to be a 2, considering how well the movie's been received and the records it's been breaking, there will likely be a 2.
You just know there's going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy Avengers crossover somewhere along the line.
I don't think I could take that seriously.
There've been crossovers in the comics already with Guardians of the Galaxy and people like Iron Man jumping in or Captain Marvel jumping in.
Don't forget Elektra and what's his name? Blind superhero.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the crossovers, there's a history of crossovers in the comic book universe at least. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Guardians of the Galaxy have the Guardians appearing in Avengers 3.
Yeah, maybe.
Crossing.
Oh, yes. Especially if it's Marvel and Stan here, then they probably would be the new addition to the... Because Avengers need new blood right now.
Aren't they remaking Spawn?
I think they still have a good thing going with the Hulk, though. The Hulk was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were making another Spawn movie since the one that they made in the 90s was so awful.
Yeah.
Another what movie?
Spawn. The black superhero.
Spawn? Yeah.
Spawn.
Whatever happened to him?
He's a 90s character. Marvel.
Yeah.
Am I right, Nick? Marvel?
Yeah, it was back in '95, and
Right,
it's so funny because if you look at the special effects in this movie, they're just...
I was 10 years old at that time in 95.
Me too. But I thought they were making a reboot of Spawn.
I heard some rumors about that. I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen. I hope it does.
And I think
Ant-Man is definitely happening.
Yeah,
Isn't
I mean,
Michael Keaton
Spawn
playing
came out when I was a child
Birdman?
too, so I can't. I remember the guy's face a little bit, but not really.
Okay. He's just finishing up his interview. Was that picture of Michael Rooker from the last time he was here visiting?
No, that was him just now doing the break dance.
Are you kidding? That was fast.
Wow, George Kaplan knows how to upload that fast.
Is anyone else
Oh, the
North
K-pop.
or known for you?
Okay.
Thanks, Eloy.
Thanks, Eloy. There he is. There's Eloy. Hey, do you guys know about the supermoon that's happening this weekend? It's the superest moons of all supermoons.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
I think it's supposed to be cloudy here all weekend.
Oh, too bad. I think we'll be able
I know, right?
What's going on with Maria Sansone?
Doing another Roxio moment with Michael this time.
No wonder.
Oh, okay. I remember now. I remember the blue guy from Spawn.
Okay. Let's see. Tony really needs to just shut up. He talks way too much.
I was talking the entire time you went off running to do your little job in the new studio. You know, your little weather.
My job. I was trying to do this little thing called the weather. Okay. Well, here he's becoming here.
Francis.
Okay.
Francis.
Okay.
This is on my bike.
I'm so cold. That's why I'm. Okay. Can you tell me where you are again?
I'm in Topeka.
That's right. Okay. Did Michael leave us? Okay, Michael's gone.
Yeah,
Michael stepped out. He had to go back to work.
Oh, okay. I know Trev had said, right, that he's working as well.
Yeah, Trev is working.
Yeah, and he messaged me on the chat one. He said, "Tell everyone I said hello."
Okay. Okay, here he comes. I'm sorry, I'm reading out on someone's face. Okay, you'll need to help me with Michael, because I really cannot speak much to Walking Dead. I didn't see that one.
Really?
Yeah, you have to help me. Okay, I hope he's coming.
When I first saw the trailers, I did not realize that was him in the blue.
Oh.
Yeah, but once he opens his mouth, you can recognize his voice.
Now he plays the dad, right? Does he play sort of like the dad of Chris's character?
No.
No. So who does he play? Who does Michael play? Yondu, Michael.
Yondu is the leader of the mercenary gang, really,
Right.
mercenary army that kidnapped,
Hey, right.
that
And
kidnapped Star-Lord and then raised him.
oh, which Star-Lord? Who's that? Oh, that's Chris. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So he's not
kind of
Chris's
like
dad.
No, but I meant that in like he's sort of like looking after him, right?
Sort of, kind of, wants to kill him most of the time, but
Okay,
you have to watch it.
Let me make
You
sure.
really have to watch it.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I saw someone's homemade Groot costume with like leg stilts and everything. It's incredible how much detail he put into it. Moss on the back and everything. But
very
it's
cool.
impressive. I want to do something like that.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
So is this a departure from TV for him? I wonder. That's going to be my question.
He's been in so many movies and so many TV shows. It's not funny. His
Yeah.
IMDb is like a It's full.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah, he's got so many entries in there. It's just ridiculous.
I don't remember. Some of these movies I don't remember him in. Dang.
Okay, he's doing a quick little interview in the hallway, and then he's going to be coming over here any second. So,
Excellent.
Cool.
you know, that's the hard part. You have to go running and chasing after them. Tony again. Guess others here. Deep breath. Are you guys okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you?
And that was an awesome show where Tony nearly defeated that arm wrestler this past week, but didn't prevail.
Oh yes, I do remember the.
Tony let the guy win.
Yeah.
You don't beat guests.
Yeah, that's what he did. That's what he
Yes.
did.
Tony let the guy win. Tony's awesome like that.
And on today, a new
I don't know if
champion was crowned. Maria Sansone is the champion of the world of G'day.
I don't know if you saw that guy, Ayub, but he is named Richard Leviathan. So, yeah, I saw him on the set, and I was going, oh my God, he truly was so big. Like, if you thought Tony's guns are big, this guy, oh my God, okay, here, I think
He outweighed me by 75 pounds.
he was really huge. His arm alone was probably twice the size of Tony's arm, and Tony's got a big arm.
Well, I'd say mine are 20. I'd say his was probably
About 35 inch.
30, no, 30. No, you'd be surprised how much big. Okay, really, Maria? Really?
Tony, you need to bulk up like Hulk Hogan.
I don't want to look like that.
No, it's not normal. Tony's perfect.
Sure.
Some of those people are so muscular they look like toads. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Where are they?
Probably taking photos.
Anthony? Oh, man.
Oh man, 3-second lag, Maria. Between the audio is coming across before your video, so it's awesome.
Really?
Not here. Not here.
I'm getting that too.
Yeah.
That bites, you guys. I'm
It's a
sorry.
simple time zone thing.
If you're watching on air, I'm sorry about that.
I'm shutting down everything that is internet intensive to see if that makes a difference.
Okay. Now I'm getting worried that he's not here.
What?
What the?
Still in the lobby. Log in. And probably he might be taking photos with the people who are interviewing him.
Are you guys having problems with the Hangout toolbox?
Nope. I'm not using the toolbox.
Yeah, I'm not using it either.
It will not.
I can try to pull it up.
My lower third is showing.
So how did you make your lower third if you're not using the toolbox?
Well, I have it on.
Come on, dude. Come on. You are.
Well, it is on, but I don't have it selected as in
Because you already have it set up.
I have the chat automatically. Yeah, when I joined the Hangout, I only got the chat box.
Are using it.
Yes,
Come
I am.
on.
Thank you.
You're giving me a hard time here.
Sorry, Kim.
I have F5 refresh, deleted it. It's just not working for me. I had it up.
Which internet browser are you using?
I'm in Chrome.
So am I, but I don't get it.
No, it's been like that since the last update.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the updates. Like you mentioned, Google's been doing many changes. Alright, on the line.
Yeah, the guys just happened to show up to cut the trees away from my house now, so
So
of
you may
course
want
they
to
would
mute.
show up right now.
Yeah, you
It's
may
because
want
they
to
know
mute.
you're on YouTube. That's the problem is. They said, "Oh man, our client's on YouTube. We gotta go cut her."
That's what happened with the. Oh, so fun thing this week, guys. The construction company that was putting siding on the building I live in, they decided to puncture a wire or a line or something that knocked out my electricity. All right. Then it stormed the other night really bad. They did not complete the siding, so water, yes, flooded my kitchen. And right now, my carpet is in the midst of drying with one of those big industrial
No.
fans. Oh, I'm not finished. And during the storm, my internet got knocked out.
Oh well, darn, that's just a disaster.
It sure is. Well, at least you got your internet back on today.
Yeah, well, I have a Wi-Fi, but yeah, the guy came by last night. It was so funny. I had maintenance in here. I had the guy from AT&T Uverse in here, and then I also had the carpet people in and out of my home trying to get things fixed.
Mm.
That storm was horrible.
Yeah, it was. And then it just popped up out of nowhere. Like 1 minute it was sunshine, and the next minute
You
we were
guys,
turning on the lights.
we're so going to be happy with me.
Yay!
Hey everybody!
Yay!
Hi. So basically, it's our Google Plus Hangout. We're going to hang out with a bunch of people from all over the world, and anywhere from 9 other people. And today we have a bunch here of friends hanging out on Google Plus. So let me quickly introduce you. Hey, you guys, if you're just joining us, of course, it's me, Maria, but we're hanging out with Michael Rooker. You recognize his face, right? He's not quite as blue today.
I have makeup on.
But one of the stars, the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, Walking Dead, you Dead fans. We have, let's see, Michael, some friends here from England. We've got Ayub, who's hanging out with us. Hector, who is in the Inland Empire.
Good morning.
John as well. Where are you, John? In Riverside. Kia, who is with us from outside of Kansas City.
Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka. I'm
All right.
sorry, Kia. I forgot again. Kim is outside of Kansas. Kim is in Kansas City. Nick is in Dallas. And we do have a bunch of YouTubers watching on air as well. So, hey, YouTubers, if you have a question, just put your comments in the box below, and I will find it, and I will give it to Michael. All right, so I know that you have some questions, and I will get to those in just 1 second. But I just want to say, first of all, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good and healthy and having a good time.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy got a huge, great rating, 92%.
I'm very, very
on
thrilled.
the tomato meter, and everyone is talking about your role particularly. Those who are not familiar with Yondu.
Well, they will be soon.
They will.
If they haven't seen the movie yet, they better get out there this weekend and go for it, because I got to tell you, I don't know, those Ninja Turtle guys, they look a little scary to me.
Look at, I mean, seriously, 20%, those turtle guys. Yeah.
Come on,
Come on.
I watched Ninja Turtles when I was a kid on TV.
Right, didn't we all? I
Yeah.
didn't realize there were 5 movies now. Okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy, you guys have seen, right? A couple of you maybe have seen it. So if you have a question, let me know. Who's at the first one? Who's at the first question? Yes? Hector, you have Ayub? Okay, go ahead, Ayub. You first.
Well, I just want to say you have one of the most distinctive voices in Hollywood. I mean, anybody who's seen you will recognize you from your voice. Now, I think most of your makeup was CGI on this film, or did you actually get painted blue?
No, most of the makeup was un-CGI'd. All of the makeup was un-CGI'd. As a matter of fact, I sat in the chair for 3 hours, 45 minutes.
Every day?
Every day, every time
Whoa.
I worked, at least. And it was like 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of very intricate artisans working on my beautiful mug, you know.
Didn't ruin
making
complexion.
it look
Nice and
blue.
smooth still.
Well, this is all completely the makeup is what you see now. Right? I mean, really, I'm actually blue.
Hector, yeah, what is your question? Quickly, Hector.
Well, my question is, although I haven't seen the movie yet, but I will this weekend, I wanted to ask Michael, how was it working with a former wrestling superstar who became an actor, Dave Bautista?
Dave Bautista,
Drax the Destroyer.
Drax the Destroyer. Dave is the most kind gentleman I've ever encountered, really. Except don't pick up his girlfriend and carry her away in front of him. He said to me, he said, "Don't do that again." I said, "Okay, not a problem, Dave, not a problem."
We have a question from one of our YouTubers, Churchio, who asks, how much acting to green screen characters did you do? Like,
I never act to the green screen. There may be green screen there, but I don't even see it. Usually, we actors use a thing called the fourth wall. I use the sixth wall. So
sixth wall.
Oh yeah, the sixth wall goes way beyond the fourth wall.
But technically, that is quite a different skill, isn't it? Because I work in front of the green screen every day, being doing the weather here at
but you forget about it, right?
You do forget.
You forget about it. You don't even realize there's a green screen there. You don't even, and they add in all the CGI stuff afterwards, and it looks amazing. It's beautiful stuff that they did on Guardians. I'm flattered by being in front of their green screen work.
Yeah, go ahead, Kim.
So you've done several movies with the director James Gunn. Are there other directors or additional directors that you've done a lot of movies with that you like working with?
There are a lot of directors I've liked working with, but only one as of today that's ever hired me a second time. I don't know why that is. I don't understand. I work well with directors. But it's just timing, God and
he gave you a standing ovation
when I went in for my first
that's
audition
amazing.
with him for Slither. The cast stood up and gave me a standing ovation.
That is so
I think I ended up one of the only auditions. I ended up leaving the audition and feeling like, hey, I think I got the gig.
Yeah, because often when you feel that way, you don't.
Most of the time when you feel that way, you really kicked its ass. You walk out of there feeling so great, and no, you didn't
get it.
Didn't even come
I
close.
know, it's crazy. Andrew Kornblatt asks, did James Gunn tell the cast and crew who Star-Lord's brother actually is?
I'm gonna have to watch the movie 3 or 4 times to find it out.
Oh, 3 or 4 times, then maybe you'll know. Okay. Deanno's just joined us. Deanno, big fan, of course, of Marvel and all the cast and characters. Deanno from Reno, what's your question?
First off, this is a nice thing to wake up to. Michael's like a huge fan of your work. And as far as Guardians of the Galaxy is concerned, it's like one thing I was curious about is whether you realized the fact that the character that you played is actually a founding member of the Guardians, and would you have like a potential bigger role in the second Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
Oh, that's right.
Good questions. I did know about Yandu Dantai. I knew about the 1969 launch of the comic, and I knew about the comics and the storyline and everything. And I actually knew too much because Gunn was constantly telling me, no, that's in the comics. This is different. We're doing it a little different here now. So, he had his own ideas of how he wanted to upgrade and update these characters. Hence, my fin is now like a metal object inside my skull that comes out protruding outside my skull, and that was a more a modernization of the. It represented my fin in the old days.
Did I miss any of your
questions?
questions?
Thank God you didn't have to wear the original outfit.
The original outfit, a lot of my fans are female on some of these fan groups, and they were very disappointed that I didn't wear the original outfit.
Yeah. Did I miss anyone else's question?
I do have one.
Who had one? Is it Kia?
Who's got one? Let's go.
Yes. Since no one else brought it up about Walking Dead,
yes?
I had to ask. Did you have any idea that the series would be as epic as it is now when you first started?
Well, when we first started, I don't think anyone really realized what was going to come to pass. Originally, I was only up for 3 episodes on that show, I think, and the producers were all on set, and they were watching all the work, and they loved my work. They loved the conflict that I brought to the space, and so they started writing stuff in for me. Hence that 4.5-minute monologue that Frank Darabont wrote.
And speaking of Walking Dead, this is the last question, you guys, and I'm sorry if you just are jumping in and want to ask another, but what was your favorite part of working on Walking Dead? That's from Andrew. Also, how was your relationship with Norman on set and off set?
Okay, my favorite part of working on The Walking Dead was, of course, all the other actors, and also doing a project like that and having the fans respond to that show and to your character. I mean, I'm being shown the love constantly, every single day, on the internet, on the streets, in real life. I mean, people come up to me all the time and they want a big hug, and for some reason, I already know the reasons, and I think you guys do too, why people really ended up loving this character, Merle Dixon, and it harkens right. It goes right to our second part of the question, and me and Norman, how our relationship on set is very similar to the relationship off set. We're almost like brothers, and we treat each other like brothers as well. I'll let him smack me around every now and then.
We got a chance to hang out with him as well last year.
Oh, Norman's awesome.
Great guy. All right, you guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to our channel. And, of course, watch Guardians of the Galaxy. That's out in theaters now.
Now, get up there this weekend. See it. Go.
Michael, I'm going to take a picture with you.
Okay.
I'm going to take my camera app here in just a sec.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Ready? There's a little bit of a delay. Hey, you guys are faster than me. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Sweet, that looks great.
Did it? Oh.
I want to do another.
Paparazzi attack.
Awesome, thank you. And then one, you could sign my wonderful calendar here. Thank you guys. You guys are such paparazzi.
Oh, I missed that. I would love to get that.
Get it on the replay.
Did you miss me punch you? Ready? Come on. Boom.
Go.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you.
But anywhere, actually. Anywhere.
I'm signing.
Take over the whole calendar.
I'm signing a calendar.
It's got puppies in it.
It's got puppies in it. I love puppies. As a matter of fact, I have a new puppy. I just got a new puppy. I brought him back from Tokyo with me when I was
I was
doing a convention over there, and
brought
him back.
They let you bring back a puppy from Tokyo?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I can't even bring back some fries when on a flight back from Tokyo, and you brought back a dog.
I had to wait 2 weeks until all his paperwork was
Must be
completed.
a special dog, yeah.
Little Shiba Inu. He's a nice little guy.
Okay, you guys, thanks for joining us. Make sure you see the movie. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Right on. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, and seriously, anyone who hasn't seen Guardians of the Galaxy yet, go see it.
Definitely.
Is it worth seeing in 3D? Did you see it in 3D?
Oh, yeah, I saw it in 3D. It was definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's like
good.
It was so good that I plan on going to see it again this weekend.
Maybe not
That's how
this
good it
weekend,
is.
but I'll probably go and catch another showing next week.
Yeah, really excellent.
I saw it on Wednesday, and yeah, fantastic.
It's like
Are we still on YouTube?
Yeah, we're still live.
Up her video and the microphone's on mute.
She'll come back in a bit.
Yeah, that's the notion.
Hi, guys.
Hello, welcome. Yeah.
Michael, hold on.
Oh, she crashed me up.
Where's she going?
He comes back into the hangout to run away.
Phone. He left his phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So she ran after him to give it back. You didn't see it in her hand?
Yeah, I saw it in her hand. That's where she went, oh, Michael, wait up!
It's hilarious. Like, I mean, she took off running, and y'all know she got them heels on, and she just took
I
off like a
know.
bolt.
You guys have any weekend plans this weekend?
We could have gotten him into a lot of trouble, but no. He's so sweet. Could you imagine if we could have been taking selfies with his camera?
Right.
Even though he was hacked.
You should have gone into his contacts and wrote some phone numbers down. It was like, it might come in handy later on.
Well, you never did that, Deanna, because Michael could have like a access code for him for somebody to hack in his phone.
Probably.
No, it was open. It was
Oh,
like
he left it open?
well
Wow.
at the moment because he was just using it, so I think it was go into auto. But anyway, he's such a great guy. What a nice guy. And he remembered hanging out with us before when we were in that little room in the back. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah, I
here.
remember that as well.
I remember that time I missed it, and I almost missed today, too. It's like I jumped in the hangout hoping and praying that maybe, just maybe, y'all would still be here and he would still be here. And,
That's so funny. Because I kind of remembered it while we were sitting here, but I wasn't positive. Because, you know, we've hung out with so many people now. It's been almost 3 years. So I don't want to... But anyway, okay, so that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I'm so glad we caught him before he was leaving. And it's always fun to hang out with Michael. And you guys.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah,
that
good to hang out.
Deanna, I'm sorry we couldn't hang out longer when you were here with your girl.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be back.
Yeah.
Yay.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Before we go, I didn't get to. I think I only gave you the update that my husband had the brain tumor before I disappeared, but surgery went fine. He is actually already back to work. So
wow,
Excellent.
really? Okay.
yeah.
Wonderful.
I didn't even know, but that's such great news. I'm going to just say goodbye to everybody on the broadcast. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you. We'll try to hang out on Monday. We do have some new things planned for our hangouts here, and then for sure we'll see you next week, Friday.
Awesome.
Bye.